Dominating!
And here is the starting grid for the Richmond 400. On the front row, it's Jimmy Spencer on the pole and AJ Foyt, the points leader. Joe Ruttman with a good qualifying effort in our car. And Rick Wilson make up the second row. In row 3, it is Bobby Hillen Jr. and Bill Elliott, who was the highest qualifying Ford. In row 4, Harry Gant and Darrell Waltrip. Row 5, Cole Trickle, the Daytona 500 winner, and Ken Schrader. Row 6, Rusty Wallace and Richard Petty. Row 7, Morgan Shepherd and Davey Allison. Row 8, Dale Earnhardt and Neil Bonnet. Row 9, Mark Martin and Ricky Rudd. And rounding out the field in the two Fords, Alan Kulwicki and Terry Labonte. Let's take a look at the top 10 in points as they stand. AJ Foyt is on top at 790. Ricky Rudd with 779, bringing up second. Mark Martin at 762, and so on down the line. You can see there in 7th and 8th that Jimmy Spencer and Davey Allison are both tied at 720 points each. And that is after 5 of 16 events. Stay tuned for the start of the Richmond 400. Welcome to the Richmond 400, getting ready to get the command of fire engines. Any second now.
Drivers, start your engines.
Not a lot of enthusiasm there from the Grand Marshal, but welcome anyway. If you hear a distinct thrumming sound coming from around me or in the background, it is currently storming where I'm at and while I'm recording this video, but do not worry, the race shall go on unless, of course, catastrophic power failure causes all of my equipment to fry. But we're getting ready to go racing. 43 laps. You'll notice I've switched to the CBS interface. I'll be switching in and out of interfaces all year until I decide which one looks the best. Pace car is off here at the 1.6 mile, a little over a half a mile. And green flag is out at Richmond. Jimmy Spencer takes off into turn 1 with the lead. Keep an eye on that 29 car. That is the car that belongs basically to the entire channel. Ooh, look at AJ Foyt making a move on the outside. In the Copenhagen car. Couldn't get it done. Almost ran Jimmy Spencer into the wall. Still getting used to camera controls. Keep an eye on that car. That is Joe Ruttman. That is our car, basically. That belongs to the whole channel. I know a lot of people out there are probably going to be going, boo, he didn't get very creative with the numbers. But yeah, I used what I had to work with, people. Get off me, please. 3 laps. Working the 3rd lap. 2 laps in the book now. And Ruttman having a strong showing for the channel today as Jimmy Spencer takes off, but Ruttman could run him down. Let's see if he can do it. Joe Ruttman in the number 29 Coors Light Lumina. We'll check back in on that battle in a moment. Meanwhile, we got a battle for 3rd. Bobby Hillen looking to get under the 4 of Rick Wilson. Can't quite do it. The field's starting to get a little bit strung out now. You see Bill Elliott making his way up through there, and Darrell Waltrip coming with him. And the points leader, AJ Foyt, plummeting. Ruttman continuing to try to run down Jimmy Spencer. Doing a heck of a job doing it so far. Seems to have stabilized. The field not really tightening up all that much. Let's see, this lap he came in 2/100ths of a second, a little over 2/100ths or 2/10ths of a second behind. Definitely closed in going down the backstretch there. Let's see what the interval is at the line. This time, Ruttman closing in on the back bumper of that 57. That time it was 0.13. Just a little over a tenth of a second, less than a car length. Still not making a move. 57 pulls away a little bit. Spencer in the Heinz car has led every lap today. All now 7 of them as they cross the line. Now he closes up again. Right on the back bumper this time. And he makes the move. To the inside. The 29 car slides up and they touch coming out of turn 4. But the 29 car, Joe Ruttman, is in the lead. How about that, everybody? Our car, the Channels car, has taken the lead. But there's still a long way to go. We'll see if the 29 can hold them off. Rick Wilson has gotten past Jimmy Spencer. Now the 4 car, who started alongside ours, is going to try to run him down. He's making a good showing of it so far, but the 29 has led the first laps this year. So how about that, folks? Your car, our car, leading for the first time and doing a fairly decent job of it. That's 10 laps in the book of 43. Bill Elliott making a strong showing in that 9 car. Wilson on the back bumper of Ruttman. Ruttman holding him off. Stay tuned on this channel in the coming months because there's going to be some exciting Truck Series action coming to supplement our regular Cup Series videos. And of course, I'm going to try to increase my upload frequency, which has been lacking as of late. Ruttman pulling away now. Could it be that we could see our car win this year? This is Ruttman's second outing in this car, and he's pulling away. Meanwhile, battle for second could be developing here as you see Bill Elliott right on the back bumper of that Oldsmobile, driven by Rick Wilson. And Darrell Waltrip trying to get into the mix here. Oh, they're running down the 29 again. Ruttman might not be able to hold him off, but we'll see how long he can. Spencer has fallen back to 5th. Oh, right up against the back bumper. Switching camera angles here. Ooh, the 4 got a little loose there. Did you see that, folks? Here they come across the line at 127 miles an hour. Or at least that's what the 4 car was at the last lap. Still no move being made on the 29. Waltrip making a move on Elliott for second place. Or for third place, I should say. Looks like he's going to take the spot. No, Elliott fighting back on the outside now. Waltrip having to check up into turn 2. Couldn't get it done. Elliott takes third away, or rather back away from Waltrip. And once again, we see the 29 car of Ruttman pulling away. And I would say, being from Virginia, that this is my hometown track, but actually I would say that moniker of hometown track would probably most likely actually go to Martinsville, which we were at a couple of races ago. Here comes Wilson on the inside. Well, we knew it couldn't last forever. Side by side, maybe the 29 of Ruttman can hold him off, and he does. Ruttman fights back on the outside, and Wilson's initial attempt to gain the lead is unsuccessful. We'll see if he try again. Going into turn 1. right on his back bumper. Elliott slides up the track. That allows Waltrip to get under him, and here comes Spencer. Waltrip still hasn't secured third. That 9 car is just so strong on the outside. But Waltrip is not giving it up, and neither is Ruttman when it concerns the lead. Still right on the back bumper. You may hear a peal of thunder or two. Like I said at the top of the show, it's storming. And here comes Waltrip on the inside for second. That's going to allow Ruttman to pull away. He definitely wants to see them keep doing that. And you people laughed at me, probably. I don't know, maybe you did or not. But anyway, people probably laughed at me for putting Joe Ruttman in my car. Well, who's laughing now? Because Joe Ruttman is winning this race, folks. And what, pray tell, has become of our points here? Well, I'm not going to pull the camera away from the current leader battle as Waltrip comes in for another run. He's tried unsuccessfully. Sorry about that. If you missed the pass for the lead, I wasn't paying attention. Recording reached its limits and Waltrip has taken the lead. We knew at the outset when he took the lead that it couldn't last forever, but he might be able to run Waltrip back down. Although Wilson has now passed him for second place. Now, as I was about to say earlier, what has, pray tell, become of AJ Foyt, our points leader? Well, like I said, I'm not going to take a... Well, I wasn't going to take away the camera from the front of this field, but seeing as it's calmed down up there, there he is in 15th. Started up near the front. In fact, I think he was on the front row. Things have not been going well for the points leader in this race. Sorry for those of you who may have been witnessing the mouse cursor on the screen. I'll go back and check through the recording to make sure it wasn't there again, but if it was, I apologize. I wasn't really... Too much action going on the track, folks. This is turning into one heck of a race. Elliott now passing Ruttman for fourth. Or is this for third? This is for third. Elliott just keeps battling for that position. Just will not give it up. And we may have a leader battle coming up. Ruttman couldn't get, Wilson get around Ruttman for the lead. Let's see if he can do something with Waltrip as he goes inside. And he's got it. Rick Wilson to the lead in the Morgan McClure Kodak Oldsmobile. As they come around to complete the 29th lap. And these two have pulled away considerably, over a second ahead of the 29 car. But you know, in all honesty, even if he doesn't win, even as you see him getting passed there by Bill Elliott, if he doesn't win, I honestly don't care as long as he gets a good showing. Here's Cole Trickle coming up. He has been a bit of a sleeper today. Or tonight, I should say. I just want to let you folks know there is near constant thunder going on outside right now. But this is nothing. You should have seen this place an hour earlier. My goodness. It was deafening in here. This is the battle for fourth place, mind you. Ruttman has been steadily dropping back, but he's still in the top 5. Cole Trickle looking to move his 46 car up. Ruttman pulling away now. Let's take a look back up towards the lead. Waltrip now locked onto the back bumper. of Wilson. That tied Chevrolet, the iconic orange and white. A little splash of yellow thrown in there and blue for the letters of the aforementioned brand. In all honesty, the top 5 is littered with iconic vehicles. There you see behind them the classic red, blue, and white Coors colors belonging to Bill Elliott, and up in the lead, Rick Wilson in the Morgan McClure yellow number 4. And some rather unknown colors like that solid black Coors Light car of Joe Ruttman. Laps winding down now. That's 35 complete. That'll give us approximately 8 to go. Ricky Rudd ducking under Cole Trickle for 5th, and he could take... Looks like he's going to take Ruttman into turn 3. This is the battle for 4th now. Give it to Rudd. Ruttman could slide back as far as 6 now that I see him sliding. But we led a few laps. We got the bonus points. Maybe even gotten the bonus points. I'm not sure. Ooh! Almost came down right into the right front of Trickles. And Ruttman falls to 6. Back up front. Waltrip still trying to chase down Wilson. This could end up being a heck of a battle as the laps wind down. What are we down to? 5 to go? Five laps to go. And Waltrip's still battling hard. Right on the back bumper. My goodness, he's putting the pressure on. Here he goes. Peeks down on the inside, didn't make a move. But he's letting him know he's there. And who said short track racing couldn't be fun? I'm having fun right now. I don't know about you folks, but I am definitely enjoying this battle as Wilson pulls away. Haven't really seen a lot of the GM cars, well, other than Harry Gant and Ricky Rudd. And, of course, AJ Foyt, who won at Talladega. Ooh, right back up on the back bumper again. The view from inside. The number 17. And from the roof, unbelievable pictures here. Look at him. White flag. He's got one more shot at it going into turn 3. Nothing to... He bumped him. You see the forward jolt? He bumped him, but it didn't make a difference. Rick Wilson wins at Richmond. And where did our little Ruttman place? He finished 6th. Not a bad showing for the 29. Could have been better, but we did lead several laps there. And Rusty Wallace brings up the rear. Struggling here for Wallace and for Earnhardt, although Wallace is doing better than Earnhardt is. That's going to do it for our broadcast from Richmond International Raceway. I am Mr. Sir 1995. Please stay tuned for our next event and any other videos I decide to make. Peace out, folks.